That's funny. Having memes with your flat earth friends. I love memes. I made a couple of memes also. Oh look, when the globe turns too fast. Oh look, those two morons. Oh look, new legs for fight the flat earth. Oh shit, is he trying to pollute the ocean? Yeah, these are real guys in the Scottish Navy. Piece of shit. Oh, indeed. I see 3 globes. Piece of shit. Now let's try and ruin this party. This Antarctica final experiment party.
On the other day with Nachi Keta. QNFE or whatever his name is.
Hey, stupid idiot. Oh, you piece of shit. Oh, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. You piece of shit.
Dumber than a bag of piece of shits.
Did you call me?
Because the claim that I heard you say was that a 24-hour circling sun in Antarctica basically refutes the flat Earth. And if I can quote, the Earth cannot be flat if there's a 24-hour sun. Is that correct?
Well, I think we could, yeah, I mean, that is correct. You're not going to agree with the fact that the sun circles the Earth in 24 hours.
Correct.
Okay, why not? What is wrong with that statement?
Why would I agree to a model that
I didn't ask for a model.
substantiate?
I said, can we agree that the sun does a circuit of the Earth in 24 hours? Doesn't, I mean, there's no model there. I'm just saying.
Right, so you're asking me to agree to a theoretical understanding
it's not
or
theoretical.
a concept of what the sun does.
It's not theoretical. It's not a concept. We can go outside.
No, it is.
We can go outside.
You're making the positive statement that the sun circles the Earth.
Correct.
That's your statement.
Correct.
So why do I need to validate a statement that you're making?
You don't need to. If you don't, if
I'm
you
not
want to
claiming.
just say that it doesn't happen, or that's fine. You don't agree with that.
No, that's
Again, Jaren says over and over again that he knows that the sun circles around. How does he know that the sun? Because it lights up America, it lights up Africa, it lights up Asia, it lights up Europe and stuff like that. Does that mean that the sun is actually circling around? How do you come to know that information? I wonder about that.
saying it doesn't happen, but you asked me, does a circling sun?
The sun goes around in 24 hours, period. Nobody disagrees.
I disagree. If you see something every 24 hours on the same spot, not means that something is going around. It pops up at your horizon and it disappears at your horizon. Pops up at your horizon and disappears at your horizon. Simple.
So I don't understand why it would be
You
illogical
can
to
just
say
keep
something.
chanting that as
Well.
a refrain over and over again.
So does the sun rise every day?
Yes, it rises. It not comes circling towards you. Rise and set.
Okay, does the sun take 24 hours to go from where it starts to where it's to start again? Does that take 24 hours?
Exactly, Jeren. That is what's happening. And it not means the sun goes around.
Or we can't prove that? Can we prove that the
Jaren,
sun rises
I
every
could-
day? I'm asking you.
Jaren, listen, we have celestial data from all over the world, okay, where we can show, all right, do you want me to start talking about the ephemeris? Let's give at least
No, I'm
each
asking-
other a little bit of credit, all right?
So can
But
we
the
prove
reality
that?
is, you are claiming a model that is unsubstantiated, plain and simple.
Okay,
Okay,
so you need me
So
to prove the statement?
Your statement was the 24-hour circling sun
Correct.
in Antarctica
Right.
refutes the flat Earth. And to be more specific, you said a flat Earth cannot exist with a 24-hour sun
Right.
in Antarctica.
Right. it'd be
Okay,
false.
so you agreed to that. So why don't we start with your positive statement
Okay.
so I can refute that and you could defend it? That's
Right.
probably a good place to start.
Yeah, except for the first step would be to say, does the sun do this? And if you don't agree, then we can't go pretty much beyond that. because
No, I don't have to. I don't have to agree with something you ascribed to.
I mean, think about this. Like, Jaren is basically pigeonholing Z into like you have to agree to that model, basically. Like, how can you not agree that the sun is circling around, like David Weiss's app is circling around in 24 hours, and then we have to agree to that, and then we can have a conversation. Only then we can have a conversation about whether or not the Earth is flat or not. Like, I don't understand why we have to start from. Why don't we start from the conversation that the Earth is flat or not, without even talking about the sun? Is the Earth flat or not?
So once you know that, then that's where my statement becomes a point that if you have the sun circling somebody's head in Antarctica, then it can't be doing what we know it has to do, which is get light and heat to all those continents.
South Pole, local sun for each location at the South Pole.
You could be wrong. The sun can't be
Jeremy,
evidence.
you're making a claim that a 24-hour sun in Antarctica debunks the flat Earth.
Correct.
I disagree.
Yeah, I know
So
you
let's
do.
talk about that.
Well, there's nothing to talk about because what's going to happen is if that's what goes down, then
So what's going to happen? So you're looking for any way to exit this conversation.
no, I don't see a
for
point.
what?
I don't see a point in the conversation. If we can't even agree that the sun goes around the Earth in 24 hours, then
Again, we have to agree that the sun circles around the Earth, the pizza pan Earth, as if that's the only model that we have to accept. Like, why? Why, Jaren? Why do we have to accept your model that nobody is like, with the right mind, like looks at it and is like, that's not working, And this is the reason why I had Q and Fee on here, is to tell us about the celestial data. And basically, the celestial data is proving to you that the sun cannot possibly be circling around the Earth as his model and David Weiss's model is claiming. It's not possible. It's impossible.
known things. Number one, that the sun goes around the Earth in 24 hours. If we assume that, let's just assume. I'm not saying you ascribe to it. Number two, that the sun has to bring heat and light to all the continents in that 24 hours.
He really sounds like a Globus. The sun brings heat. How do you know? I'm not even sure. In the globe model, the sun is 93 million miles away, and around the globe Earth, we have a freezing layer from 0 to minus 90 degrees. And then these magic sun rays have to pass through this 90 kilometer thick layer of freezing cold with temperatures from minus 0 to minus 90 Celsius, and then for some magic reason heat up on the Earth's surface. And on the flat Earth model we have the same bullshit, of course. The heat of the sun have to pass through kilometers or mile thick freezing layer, not 90 kilometer, but at a couple of kilometer altitude it's starting to get cold, and at the Mount Everest it freezes like 35 degrees Celsius. So the heat of the sun have to pass through this layer of freezing cold, and then these magic sun rays end up as heat again.
So that doesn't seem to make much sense to me. The equinox is the sun being on the equator. It's the name of it. It's the definition of it.
Is it?
That's what equinox
Gotcha.
means.
Okay, so here's the thing, Jaren.
Okay.
If you let's take three people on a particular longitude on the
Okay.
equinox.
Okay.
One in North America, one in Central America,
Right.
and one in South America.
Gotcha.
Would you agree that all three of those people at the same time would view the sunrise simultaneously if they're on the same longitudinal line?
Yeah, I would think it's pretty close. I wouldn't know if it's exactly. I'd have to look into that.
Right.
But it's close enough.
Do you happen to know the angle, the horizontal angle off of north that they each simultaneously would see that sunrise?
90.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean,
You
you're
understand?
giving me a globe talking point, so I get what
No,
you're
I'm
saying.
not. I'm giving you a celestial data talking point. You can choose to reject it. That's
Well,
fine.
We could say it's not proven, right? Same
I'm
thing.
giving you facts based on celestial data.
Right. Same thing I was doing with the sun, but you said we couldn't prove that.
Oh yeah. Yeren don't like celestial data. And therefore, he also thinks celestial navigation is just a hoax.
I get you. It's the same
No,
thing.
based off observations. You're claiming what the sun is and what it does.
I never claimed what it
I'm
is.
showing. I'm saying from people who are on the ground
That's what I said.
and the
Everybody who's
direction
listening to
that
this
they're
is watching.
observing the sun.
Okay, we've already.
That's what I'm saying. I can substantiate.
So that we can prove, but
only-
we can't prove that the sun's going around in 24 hours?
Yeah, correct. That's correct.
You're just out of your mind, dude.
It's just out of your mind, dude. You're just out of your mind, dude.
No, you just have very poor reasoning skills,
Maybe that's the
Jaron,
truth,
and
yeah.
you're unaware of it.
I guess so, because how could it be that we can't prove what the sun does in 24 hours, but you're saying we can prove that the angles to the sun by different people are off? Explain that to me.
They're off compared to your model that you're claiming. I'm
No, they're not.
debunking your sophomoric claim of your basically begging the question model. That's it, dude.
So you're already against the A map. I get it. So without the A,
I didn't say that. Don't put words into my
you
mouth.
just said you're debunking
Don't
my
ascribe
map.
things to me that I don't.
So what did you say? What did you just claim? Say it again.
What my claim is
No.
that empirically, if you take 3 people along a particular longitude line
Correct.
from north to south, from the expanse of all the way up to the Tropic of Cancer,
Right.
and the equator and the Tropic of Capricorn on the same longitudinal line, all 3 of those people will see the sun rise at 90 degrees off of north.
Okay.
All right.
And I'll show you this, and you tell me what if you see this. So this is the globe Earth here, and if we take a go back here, hopefully you can see that. It needs to be a little bit higher. Let me get up a little bit there. Okay, so if we take this line here, you're talking about, right? 3 people, one at the top here, one at the middle at the equator, and one at the bottom. Is that what you're saying? So
Yes, it could be anywhere on Earth. It's
Sure.
the same location, and look how
Okay.
they view it. You could take multiple. You could take more than 3.
okay, but I'm
You
asking
can
you
do
this.
6 along that longitude.
Okay, so is the 90-degree line this yellow one? This yellow line off the red? This line here, this line here, and this line here?
No, it's just 90 degrees. Again, so now you're giving me a representation of another model. I'm talking about in the world
Yes.
that we inhabit on Earth.
Correct.
North is this way, 90 degrees this way. You notice I didn't say east, Jaron. I
Okay.
said 90 degrees.
Right, but 90
I
degrees.
specifically said 90 degrees, not east.
Right, 90 degrees is pointed at the equator, just so you know. Okay, this is 90 degrees.
Oh, Jeren is modeling up 90 degrees sunrise on a flat Earth. Oh no, that's a globe. Hey Jeren, you cannot draw lines over the surface of a globe Earth. Do you understand? The sun is in space on a globe, not over the surface. Why are you doing that? I've seen you doing that before. You cannot do that. The sun is in space or in the sky with a direct angle. What you do is just retarded, idiot. Don't you understand, Jeren? We draw lines into space like this. Hoppa. 90-degree angle. As you can see, this is how you draw lines to the sun, idiot. Dishonest piece of shit.
So that's not what you think it is, and everyone.
90 degrees on the globe that you're giving me.
Yeah, on the globe and over the surface of the earth. He's just demented. He think everybody is stupid.
Right, it's the same thing. If you're looking 90 degrees on the flat Earth, you're going to be looking in the direction. This is 90 degrees here.
According to our compasses, this is 270 west and 90 east. All at the same moment. What are you talking about? With your curvy lines over the surface of a globe.
And then from the
Right,
top
on
here.
your presupposed projection that you're
Sure.
just continuously see again.
Sure, but
this
you're
is
saying,
begging
hold
the
on,
question.
it's not begging the
All
question.
you're
You're
doing
saying-
is using circular reasoning right now. You just don't see it, Jaron.
No, I'm not using
I'm talking about the
I'm
world we
saying-
inhabit.
Sure.
I'm talking about the substantial world we live in.
Sure,
And all I'm saying is, if from multiple locations along a degree of longitude,
like I just drew.
everybody's looking in the same direction.
Okay, right. Looking towards the
Oh,
equator.
so what is the implications of that
They're looking
on
towards
your
the equator.
model that you ascribe to? What are the implications there?
They're all looking at the sun.
Oh, we are looking at the sun. I think you were telling us We are looking to one single sun. That's called the mean sun.
The apparent motion of the sun is not uniform. For this reason, it would be difficult to construct a clock capable of keeping this irregular time. Therefore, a mean or imaginary sun is used. This mean sun is assumed to have a uniform rate of motion with respect to the Earth. The time measured by the mean or imaginary sun is called mean or civil time, and uses a mean or imaginary sun as its reference point.
If we find the circling sun in Antarctica, that means the circling sun on the flat Earth is wrong. But what if the sun on the globe is not totally correct for the globe model? What you do then, Jeranism? So you failed to look at the celestial data on the Gleason's map? You just draw a circling sun. And now you fail to look at the celestial data and just draw lines on the globe. Are you stupid? I selected two locations during sunrise. Here at the 74 latitude south, 103 longitude east. This is the same longitude. The 74 latitude north, same longitude, and this is sunrise time. Here in the north, the sun had an azimuth of 85.36 and an altitude of minus 0. And here in the south, and here an altitude of minus 0.82. And an azimuth of 94.47. We can see this is a different time zone, plus 5 hours, plus 7 hours. So you have to correct the time at the same moment, so we can use a time zone converter. It was 3:55 at plus 5 time zone. So that would be 5:55 at time zone plus 7. Time zone plus 7, 5:55. So I heard some people cry because it's not correct. Yeah, you must do that. And when we use a website like the USNO website, it uses UT time, universal time, and then you don't have to correct for time zones. So we can see the altitude and azimuth for this location for the south, and the altitude and azimuth for the location in the north. I added the data into this model. Two locations. This was the location in the north and the azimuth and altitude. And this was the location in the south with the given information. So this is not the correct distance. I will make it 150 million miles. And I will jump over to the sun. Oh, look how much these lines deviate. Up to 93 million miles. Holy shit. That's a long way. These lines not pointing to one single sun. Oh, I see the sun distance. It's 149 million. So I have 1 million kilometers too much in this data. Let me change it. Well, that not helps the globe too much. Let me jump to the globe. Yeah, with these distances, it looks like they converge into one point. But in fact, these lines are millions and millions of millions of miles separated, deviated. Oh shit, I made a 400th of a degree error. I used an azimuth of 85.4 and here it say 85.36. So 0.36 create even more distance between the two lines. Nothing changed. These two clowns say the celestial data is not correct. This clown on the left say it's globe data, and the clown on the right say you cannot trust data online.
So he was talking about the stars not doing 15 degrees per hour, and he wouldn't frickin' know. He's referring to information online, and they don't frickin' know either. So you can't trust what they do online. You know, they've been lying about the globe all along.
Oh dear, Jeran is going to jump back to the spinning space ball. He should have looked at the data and noticed something is not correct with the globe model.
Because the sun.
They're all looking at the sun. What,
Correct.
are they all looking at the actual sun?
Yeah, it's each rendered for each of them.
So one single sun is rendered to each of them. I clearly show that's not the case. Your idea of that is totally wrong.
But it's still the same
Rendered,
sun.
right? So is it the actual, genuine, concrete sun?
It's the same sun. Yes. No. Because
You wouldn't
everybody's
say it
looking.
has to be.
No, the three
Okay.
people that you named on that one line of longitude could all be looking at the equator, seeing the same sun.
3 observers on the same longitude, seeing the sunrise at 90 degrees east, but in fact they are looking to the equator. This is demented. What kind of idiot are you?
They're all looking at the equator.
Correct. That's
When they're
when
looking 90 degrees.
90 degrees is towards the equator. I just showed you.
What happened if I draw a line and wrap this map around the globe? Let me see. It's still 90 and not points to the equator. What you're doing is using Google Globe that is full of trickery. You showed it yourself multiple times.
No, you showed me that on a globe.
90 degrees is towards the equator. If you grab the globe and I put the same line of sight onto this map, it'll be the same. Especially in the north. The north is no different. The north is identical to the globe on the flat Earth map. So there's nothing different.
So in their field of view, they're looking at the equator. That's what you're saying. I'll give you another example.
Correct, but you wouldn't know that.
Excuse me?
You wouldn't know that. There's no equator to look at. So they're just looking at what the direction of east.
What you're trying to point out is not even east. It's more southeast.
Or
No, I said
sorry.
they're looking 90 degrees. You're assuming they're looking east.
Okay, they're looking 90 degrees.
On your model, wouldn't they not be? Because east would be a circle.
Yeah, but the point is, you cannot draw a line over the surface of the Earth to point to a celestial in the sky.
East
So
would
they
a
wouldn't
circle,
be. Correct. So they're not looking at the equator. Let me give you another one. Let's go to the
They are looking at
solstice.
the equator. We can go look at what 90 degrees is from each place and see what that
Let's
is.
go to the December solstice.
Okay, so we're at the December solstice in the south.
Right.
Okay,
It's December 21st, and you're in the south.
right.
And
So if you're trying to get to like the sun setting south of west, rising south of east, that kind of stuff,
that's correct.
and then saying that it's not the same sun, it's an apparent sun.
Hold on. The apparent sun? Are you crazy? Jesus Christ. So you're saying apparent sun? What makes you think the sun at Antarctica is not apparent according to your beliefs? Are you stupid?
Okay, I'll give you that.
No, I'm not saying. I'm asking you.
Okay, so yes, it's
in
apparent.
your model. Say it again.
I said it's apparent. You said that.
Okay, so you're conceding that in your model the sun is apparent.
Sure.
Is that correct?
Yep.
When these apparent suns shine on my face, I feel warmth.
Okay. So you've just conceded that in your model we're not looking at the genuine sun. We're looking at the apparent sun.
Correct. Yeah, but that's all.
All right.
the
So
case.
now let's go to Antarctica. That you've just conceded that
Okay.
in your model the
Okay.
sun that anybody sees at any given time
Right.
is not the actual genuine sun. It's the apparent sun.
But it brings
Okay,
heat and
now
light, right?
let's go to Antarctica and talk, and you could then just continue to explain to me how the apparent optical sun
Mhm.
circling around somebody debunks the verifiably flat Earth that we live on.
Okay, because there is no mechanism to take the heat and light to the other places on the Earth.
You must believe in some kind of retard science. If you believe sun rays that travel through a 90-kilometer thick freezing layer and for some magic reason end up as heat on Earth's surface. And the setting is flat earthers believe in the same bullshit. They also believe the magic sun rays can travel through mild thick freezing layer and end up as heat again on the Earth's surface.
If the
Oh,
sun,
really? Let me ask you something, Jaron. When yesterday where I
so when you
lived,
say it's apparent, what are the sunspots?
you just said it was apparent.
Okay,
You
I'm
just said it was apparent.
and
I
I'm
didn't say
asking you. I'm
you
asking
just
you.
said it was
And
apparent.
I'm asking you, when
That's
you're
what
talking
you
about
said.
apparent, well, everybody can zoom in on the sun and see the sunspots. So is it apparent sunspots that they're seeing? Or is that real sunspots?
I don't know, Jaron. You're the one who just said it's apparent because you used logic and realized it has to be.
No, I didn't. I was just doing it to make you happy. It's like, fine, you want
No,
to call it
oh,
apparent?
no,
that's
you
fine.
did it to make me happy in front
Sure.
of all these people in a debate. You
This is a
just
debate? When is it a
conceded-
debate?
You just conceded the apparent sun, and then now because you do have a degree
Dude,
in intelligence,
you are out of your
realize
mind.
I'm about
You're
to
so
top-
fucking stupid.
You realize I'm about to topple your entire
Topple
argument.
what argument?
And you're fucking getting cold feet.
No,
That's
no,
all
I'm not
it
getting
is.
cold feet. I've stated
Everybody watching wants.
This is the Jaren's go-to. He loves to tell people, "Oh, you're so fucking stupid. You're so fucking retarded. You're so fucking crazy." But is that a genuine argument?
I'm not saying we live in a glass dome, but
Yes, you are.
I'm showing you when a light source moves by, this dome represents our atmospheric dome of vision. Okay, it represents where the sun is manifesting. I encourage people to buy one of these domes. On their paperweights, just get one and play with the light. You'll look at it and you'll go, "What the hell is going on in there?"
Yeah.
Can I get that sign there? No. That was better before. I can see it. Oh, there it is, kind of right there. All right, you see it there? Oh, my hand's away. I'll figure out a way to do this. Because I want to show you that by moving it, that's why things displace. Right. So you see here now the light is way over there, right? And then if you move it over here, now we can trace that light and we can make it over here. So really, when you think of the sun and where you see it, it would all depend on what medium you're seeing through. To say the sun is there, well, it'd be the same as this being the medium that you're looking through, and then you telling me that my light is over here, right there. Well, it's not. It's over behind me there.
You didn't told us everything starts to flip around. Huh. And this represents our atmosphere. Yeah.
But based on where you're at in this viewpoint, you can see that that light moves, which is what would be above us. I mean, yeah, you got people who say, we don't live in a glass paperweight. Nobody's saying that, but this emulates the same as the atmosphere. It's very small, but if you blew this up as big as the area that we're in, and you use atmosphere, the same as which is that's what air is, right? Air can work as a lens. It can work. That's what the atmosphere is. It's really a lens.
Last 10 years, you came up with all kind of shit. Why we see the sun. And now you're all letting that go. That's a little bit strange. Don't you think so? Piece of shit.
Just like when I show the little glass dome and show how you can redirect light, just take that glass dome, half dome, put into the light and kind of tip it back and forth, and you can see that light will move left and right drastically.
Most part, I think, is whether there's a glass dome or it's some sort of
Yes, that part.
yeah, I just don't really know. I would say that most of the evidence leads to a globe. I mean, to a dome. I think even the light rays or the shadows lead us to believe that there's some sort of dome there, and the light's coming through basically a lens causing what we see. So that's kind of my belief, but I think it could also be a form of water.
I have enough of you. You clown. I put you in the same category as flatsoid. Idiot.
Women don't like me no more.
I wrote this song, Take On From Me.
Take me on.
Take On From Me.
Women don't like me no more. Women don't like me no more.
I wrote this song.
Take me on.
Women don't like me no more. Women don't like me no more.
Piece of shit.
Take me on.
I don't own anything pink.
Women don't like me no more.
Yeah, QNP is a lying sack of shit, is what QNP is. I don't own anything pink. Yeah, QNP is a lying sack of shit, is what I don't know what you're talking about.
Women don't like me no more.
The earth is flat. I've never knitted anything. Found out that he's a lying sack of shit. I don't own anything pink. The earth is flat. I don't own anything pink. The earth is flat. I like huge cotton balls with a 24-inch dildo shoved halfway up my ass.
Women don't like me no more.
Party, 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 party.
Women don't like me no more. Women don't like me no more.